Intensifying, the US Vice President JD Vance and top envoys are now heading to Pakistan for high-stakes negotiations, even as Islamabad scrambles to bring Iran to the table. With global oil routes disrupted and markets on edge, the next 24 hours could be crucial, either paving way for de-escalation or pushing the region back towards a full-scale conflict. In fact, US President Donald Trump has put out a Truth social post saying that Iran has violated the ceasefire numerous times, even as Vice President Vance-led delegation is en route to Islamabad. Speaking to media, Donald Trump also asserted that he does not want to extend the ceasefire, saying we don't have that much time, adding that US is negotiating from a point of strength and would end up with a quote-unquote great deal. General Dhruv Katoch on the telecast with me. General Katoch, what do you make of the optics? While Washington has been pushing for the second round of negotiations, there has been at every single point denial by Iran. There have been, as per reports, some sort of persuasion that Islamabad is also doing in approaching Iran, but Iran leaders have steadfastly held their ground and said that there will be no negotiations. Does it come across as Washington being aggressively pushing forth for a negotiation?
Thank you, Megha. Yes, as of now, Washington is aggressively pushing for negotiations, but I still think that Washington controls the situation. Firstly, both the sides have been making ridiculous demands, and both sides know that the other side cannot capitulate to that extent. But let's also remember that the US holds the cards. Now, while Iran has blocked the Strait of Hormuz, basically that is impacting a very large number of Asian countries. India and China, South Korea, Japan, all of us are impacted. But let us also remember that President Trump has also blockaded the strait. And for that, Iran is impacted. While 20% or 25% of the world's energy comes from Hormuz, 90% of Iran's requirements also pass through the Strait of Hormuz. That includes the food supplies. That includes the petrol, the crude oil which they have to send out. And if they cannot send out the crude oil, they will have to stop manufacturing because the capacity to hold is limited. So I think it works both ways. The closure of the strait can work both ways. If it is blocked by the Americans, the Iranians suffer. And because the Iranians have blocked it, the rest of the world suffers.
Right.
So let's see how this plays out. As of now, I think the Americans have got the cards in their hand. And I also think they've got one more advantage. If the talks don't take place, that is the Vice President Vance reaches there, he arrives in Pakistan, in Islamabad, and the Iranians are not there, that gives the President of the United States an excuse to go in. He will say, listen, we wanted to talk. The other party is not willing, so war is the solution. Now, that is the scenario which is actually playing out. But I still feel that something is going to happen within the next 12 to 24 hours, and they will come to some sort of an agreement by which the ceasefire will be extended. And perhaps they'll be looking at another round of talks.
Yeah.
But as of now, I think the prospects are bleak. Megha.
Okay, stay on with me. I have more information. The US State Department, in fact, the US